Hey, what's up, Tatsters? I'm back again. I'm George Ross. This is Retro Reselling. Today I bring you more of a serious video. I'm going to do a bit of digging because a situation has come up within my shop and business, and it's time to test out this so-called seller protection, which was newly introduced or updated in the latest eBay update. So here's a little preview to what that is.
Earlier this year I told you we were working behind the scenes on seller protection. So I'm pleased to say that we're introducing enhanced protections for top rated sellers. As long as you meet certain criteria, we'll give you the flexibility to give partial refunds when a buyer returns an item to you after they've used or damaged it. We'll also protect you from false item not as described claims and remove those open cases from your service metrics.
Okay, so there we go, from the horse's mouth itself. So, enhanced seller protection. So it should be protecting me in this case. We'll go into detail into my current problem. So, what happened? I sold this Panasonic DMR ES30V. It's a VHS to DVD combo, but it's one that transfers the videos to the discs or the discs to the videos, vice versa. I had it listed for $125, but had a discount code on, and it went for £118.75 for the GSP program. Take note of that. Obviously, fully tested, it was all working. I described it as it was. Even the back of the battery compartment was missing. Described that, pictured that, no problems. So I packed it up and off it went. Global shipping program. So all I had to do was get to the UK warehouse, which it did, and the buyer received it. However, it wasn't even the day it arrived or the day after. It was probably about a week or so after they received it. I get a item not as described case opened against me. Apparently the item's not working as I described it was. The DV tray's not working, so he hasn't been able to transfer any of his old videos. I know this problem can happen, it's only a small one, but obviously in a package and it's been like lifted about here, there and everywhere. The DVD tray can sometimes get sort of, not jammed, but it can sort of stay shut a bit stiffer than it usually does, so it just needs sort of easing out sometimes. But it's not a fault. And yeah, easily fixed. Told him this, if this was the case anyway, but yeah, he was adamant he has to return it. It's broken, it's not as I've described, and obviously I can't really argue with that, so I have to go and get a return postage label, as GSP covers you for damage. Like as soon as you get it to the warehouse safely, damage is no longer like I have to worry about it. But this is not as described, so apparently I am now in charge of getting it back and I have to cover the costs. Okay, so he's returning it, he's adamant it's not working, I haven't described it properly, or I've sold him a faulty item. He's quoted me it's going to cost him about €50, or I think it was £50 to return the item to me, and then I'll cover that cost. But yeah, I wasn't having that, so I was getting my own quote, and I could get it cheaper, but my parcel to go quote, and which I've actually paid for, came to £31.42. So yeah, I've had to pay that for him to return it. It turned up today. Should we have a look? Here we go. In the same box I sent it in, all the same padding and everything. So the first worry is, has he returned like a different unit? Has he returned his faulty one to me? So let's check the unit's actually in here first. Got a load of bricks. There's my remote, missing back like I described in the listing, so that's mine at least. So here we have a unit. Now with electronics, I get messages from fellow resellers saying they're worried about selling electronics, about being scammed and everything. But I always suggest, when you're listing this sort of item, always take a picture, include in a listing a picture of the serial number. That is specific to this unit only, so if someone was to do a switch, obviously you can then compare and then show eBay that they've done a switch basically on the serial numbers. So let me quickly check this now. So yeah, serial numbers match, so he has sent me my item back at least, and the sticker hasn't been tampered with, so this is definitely the unit. Should we plug it in and see? Alright, so the claim was he couldn't open the DVD drawer, so he couldn't transfer his old videos to DVD. Apparently it was stuck. Turn it on. Right, so it's powered up now. No disc inside. Should we try and open it and put one in? Oh look. I'll show you a bit closer. Oh dear. His fault that he's claimed doesn't seem to be true. So now then, I'm strongly suspicious, as he put it in his messages, he couldn't transfer his old videos to disk. I've got a funny feeling, I'm not saying this is definitely what's happened, but I have a strong suspicion, as it took him over a week to open this request, he may have quickly done a quick transfer of his old videos to the discs, and he's just got a free hire of the unit that does that. Now he's returned it free of charge. So I'm going to test out this new seller protection. We're going to give eBay a call, or they're going to call me. We're going to see what they got to say about it. I've done something similar before, but that was within the UK, and I got my postage back. This is slightly different. Sold through the GSB program. I've had to pay £31.42 to get this item back. That's fully working. I've even relisted it for sale, just to show I'm not being dodgy myself. Okay, so I've gone onto the main eBay website, and I've typed in seller protections on their help and contact pages. Yeah, scroll down. Obviously need more help, and I'm going to have us call you. So I'm going to get them to call me. 1 minute wait time. So now we sit and wait. Okay, so it's about 12 minutes later. Still no call, but I've had an email to say they've tried to call me, but apparently they couldn't get through to me. So it looks like the callback system's down. So it looks like I'm going to have to call them, isn't it? Come on, eBay. Try and make you look good here. You failed at the first hurdle so far. Just as I was about to, they've called. Hello?
Hello, this is the callback that was requested from eBay. When valued customer is on the line, press 1, press 2. Please wait while your call is transferred. Thank you so much for calling eBay. My name is Sierra. Can I please have your first and last name?
Yeah, it's George Ross.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ross. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm pulling up wallys.shed at the moment. Is that the right account to look at?
Yeah, that's mine, yeah.
Alrighty. Now tell me, sir, what has one of our top-rated sellers calling in? What's going on?
It was actually to do with the seller protection. I've sold an item. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a DVD VHS player. I sold it on the global shipping program. They said it wasn't working, or not as described, so I've had to pay £30 odd to get it returned. But I received it back today, and it's actually fully working, and I've relisted it. So they've sort of abused the returns process. I was just seeing what sort of could be done about it, really.
Got you. Okay, no, I mean, absolutely, we need to jump in here. You said this was for it was a DVD player?
Yeah, I've got the item number, if you need that.
That would be fantastic, actually. Okay, I see, and the buyer's ID was... right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So what I'm doing right now, just to keep you informed, Mr. Ross, is I'm loading the details and getting all the case ID, the return ID, and stuff like that.
Okay.
To make sure that what I'm going to have to do is pass you over to my seller protection team.
Yep.
And ask them if they're able to dispute the return.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to reach out to my returns team.
Yep.
I'm going to ask for them to join the conversation with us at this point and then see what we're able to offer.
Okay.
Can you bear with me just 1 to 2 minutes so I can get you a specialist?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no rush.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm on hold. So far, so good. Kind lady on the other side of the phone. This video isn't to slag off eBay. unless they do something really wrong. But I've always had, well, 9 times out of 10, I have really good customer service from eBay. I hear people slag them off and everything, but I think there was a live, if you look back at my live where I did call eBay, they sorted that situation quickly and easily. So far so good with this call. Little tech hiccup, but it did work. Let's see what I got to say. Hi there.
Hey, let me introduce you to Marquise.
Okay.
He is a specialist in my returns team. He does have all the details associated with this transaction. He's going to take you from here to look into things, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I hope you gentlemen have a great day. Bye, guys.
Andrew, bye.
Bye. Take care. Hello, Mr. Ross.
Hi there.
You got Marquise on the line.
Hi
You
there.
got Marquise on the line, by the way. I'll be assisting you for this item. So I can see here that this item was sent by the Global Shipment Program.
There you go.
And it was decided on, or rather, this case was closed on the buyer's favor. So, may I just ask, are you calling in order for the decision to be appealed and reversed? Is that the case, Mr. Ross?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what would happen because, I've sold it through the Global Shipping Program, but I've had to pay out £31 for this return postage for an item that is fully working, and I've actually relisted it back on my eBay account because it is fully working. So yeah, I wasn't sure because usually if I've had it happen before, someone's bought an item from me and returned it, and it's been working, and I get refunded the postage. But that's because I bought a eBay postage label. But this, because it was from Italy, I had to use an external company. So I'm not sure where I lie, because obviously I've lost the case, but they sort of abused the returns process. So I was just sort of seeing what could be offered for like seller protection type thing.
Okay. So just bear with me, please.
Yeah.
So may I just verify, are you asking for a compensation to cover for the postage that you spent for this item?
Yeah, if that could be done, that would be appreciated.
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. Let me do that. Let me do it here on my end, okay?
Okay.
So, and would you still like to appeal for the reversal of the decision of the case?
I could do, but I've actually got the item back, so I'm not.
Oh well, that's great. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just they said it wasn't
Alright.
working, but I've actually got the item back. It's just that the item is fully
Alright.
working. Yeah, and I've obviously lost out on this postage to return the item. That was all.
All right. So, Mr. Ross, well, I'm glad to hear that you received the item in perfect condition. And
Yeah.
so, with that being said, let me assist you over in by issuing you a compensation for the postage that you paid for. So, may I know the specific amount of it?
The invoice total was £31.42.
Okay, Mr. Ross, and may I just verify, is your email, or rather, PayPal account linked to this eBay, or rather, email address? It's at live.co.uk.
Yep, that's correct.
Alright, that's great. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to issue you a courtesy payout, although let me just inform you that this would be upon approval. And if approved, you will be having this refund, or rather this compensation, and it would go directly to this PayPal account of yours that
Okay.
I mentioned a while ago. It would just take 3 to 5 days, and
Yep.
then eBay would contact you regarding this courtesy payout.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. With the buyer, is there a way
Alright.
to report the buyer as like so it's sort of logged on his file that he's
Oh.
sort of abused the program?
The program, yes, I do understand the situation, Mr. Ross, and in order for me to answer that question, well, you may indeed report the buyer.
I can do it my
Just go
end,
to
can I?
your
Yeah.
top. Are you on eBay right now?
Yep, I am. Yeah.
Can I just ask?
Yeah, that's all done now. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great to hear. So, is everything sorted out right now on your end, Mr. Ross?
Yeah, it sounds good for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's everything from me then.
Alright, Mr.
Yep.
Ross.
Yep, thanks for your help.
Oh yes, that's everything. Alright, Mr. Ross. Again, this is Marquis from eBay. Have a great weekend, okay?
Right, thanks Marky, and you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye. Well, there we go. It's not done and like rubber stamped, but really good. I've got my item back safely. It's been relisted, and I'm going to receive, I didn't have to show any proof. I was going to have to send emails, proof of invoice on this £31.42 I've had to pay. But because I'm a top rated seller, they've sort of taken my word for it. They can obviously see my history, and apparently they're going to send me this £31.42 back straight to my PayPal account. And also they walked me through how to report the buyer as well, but I knew how to do that, but I went along with it anyway. And also I believe it won't appear on my metrics either. So usually if you lose a case like this, it obviously goes against your account, like you didn't solve the issue or something like that. Or obviously it goes down as a return, like not as described, but that's off my account. So I'll tell you what, eBay, if you are watching this, thanks so much. 10 out of 10. Kind customer service from both parties. I felt respected as a top seller, and yeah, really happy to recommend everyone to sell on eBay. Apparently their seller protection is in action. You just gotta obviously be nice to them on the phone, they'll help you out. Obviously it does help to be top rated. If you are below their standards or just meeting should be okay, but if you're top rated, then obviously they're going to treat you very nicely apparently. If that phone call's anything to go by, yeah, they'll treat you good. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Something a bit different. Happy results. Yeah, a sourcing weekend coming up hopefully. I'll probably see you on Monday to hopefully pack a lot of orders. I've actually had one come in while I'm doing this video for £150. Then it is a VHS to DVD recorder. Oh, the irony. So there we go. I'll leave this one here. Make sure you like this video and share it if you don't mind. Get the word out there that this seller protection is happening. It's happening. It's real. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.